What's up, everybody? If you caught up with my video last week, week 12, then you would know that I was throughout the week a little under the weather because I was experiencing flu-like symptoms because of my new darn testosterone that just seemed to sabotage me last week for 2 days. You know, it's crazy to think that they say that, when you go on testosterone, you feel like you're at the top of the world, you're strong, you're energized, you're ready to go, seeing as, I took my first dose of my brand new testosterone and I was feeling the opposite of all that. I jumped on a new brand of testosterone and Anavar. That's because the brand that I was using before that came to an end and I needed to extend the rest of the cycle because I was cut short because we went into a surprise lockdown. For anybody who isn't caught up, I was getting the shivers for 2 days. Like I said before, I love sleeping cold. This time around, I couldn't sleep cold. I had to pile on clothing because I was so uncomfortable. I had a sore throat. All of the energy that I had in my body was drained out. For this video, I'm going to take my second dose of this brand new testosterone to see maybe that was a one-time thing with my body reacting to it, or if this testosterone is actually not good, probably has bacteria in it, isn't clean, and I should probably throw it down the dumps. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get my testosterone, my dose of testosterone prepared. I'm going to take the testosterone. To clean the rubber part, I'm going to take an alcohol pad to make sure it's sanitary and that there are no germs going in my testosterone. I'm just going to give it a quick wipe. I'm really hoping that last week was just kind of my body reacting to a brand new testosterone. Like I said, this could be more potent than the other brand that I was using, so maybe my body wasn't used to that, so it reacted. If that's the case, then super. I could, go about continuing the rest of my cycle, finishing it, being good, being clear. If it's not the case, and this, just so happens to be the worst testosterone in the whole entire world, then I guess we'll figure it out from there. So I only have about 0.5. After I recovered from last week, I went back into the gym, back to normal. I felt amazing, I felt great, I felt energized, and I think I went straight in with a leg day. And I love leg day, I'm dominant, right? So I went in with a leg day and it was back to normal. Strength was there. I tried out, there was this one machine that I'm normally intimidated by, but I managed to get on it and kill the workout. I got through it. It was as if I was never fake sick. All right, so I got myself all prepped up, ready to go. Man, I kind of got the shakes going on. I'm a little nervous. I'm no, I don't want to let go of my weekend, but I guess I have to do what I got to do to make sure that I can continue using this testosterone. So I will definitely 100,000,000% keep you posted. It is the end of the week and I have been loafing all weekend long with taking this damn dosage of testosterone. But today I have to, I gotta man up, I gotta be strong, and I gotta get this in my body just so I could see whether this is worth it and my body just reacted to it, or if I should just quit taking this brand new steroid and throw it in the dumps. And the drill-a-rooney. I'm gonna take an alcohol pad and I am going to just wipe down the surface of my skin. Yeah, right, surface. My friends knew about what happened the first time around. They knew that I became very weak. My energy was drained, and they've been bugging me because they also are very curious about what's gonna happen the second time around, and they've been okay, have you been taking it? I'm you bozos, I've been with you guys all weekend. You would have known. I would have either been there and been we like to party, or I would have been the opposite. I would have been oh guys, feeling a little under the weather, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Anywho, I just wiped down my arm. I'm gonna stretch it out a bit before I start, putting the juice in. Alrighty, it's in. We feeling stronger. We feeling like a warrior. I just wiped myself down. There it is. And completely empty. As you can see, nothing is left. I guess because I haven't done it in a minute, I wouldn't say it was sore, but it definitely was kind of it didn't feel good. While I was holding the syringe and getting all the liquid in, I was kind of sitting there, and it felt it was a little more tense. My arm kind of was tensing up. Anyways, guys, I guess I'll report tomorrow. You'll either see a big smile on my face, or you'll see me with red puffy eyes guys, I don't think that went so well. Yo, guys, I'm feeling great. Hold on, let me just get in the car. I'm feeling good tonight. R.I.P. I'm feeling great, guys. It's the day after of the second dose of the brand new testosterone. testosterone that I had bought. I purposely, it is hot in this car. One second, let me just get the AC going before I start sweating up a storm in this joint. So last night when I went to bed, I set an alarm clock for I think it was 6:30 or 7 o'clock this morning, because I was like, you know what? Let me wake up and kind of just check my pulse, make sure I'm breathing, and make sure I'm good and I'm not sweating and I'm not feeling sick, right? I woke up this morning and I'm and even right now, look at me. I'm good. I'm great. So I feel with the brand new testosterone, it was just a one-time thing. My body reacted to a new brand, and I'm assuming that it is probably more potent than the one that I was using. So my body was probably just I guess maybe adjusting. I will continue to update with this brand new test. I just got in the car. I'm about to head over to the gym. I had to stop at Lululemon. Here where I live, street-facing stores just opened up to 15% capacity. Lululemon, a couple weeks ago, I went in thinking I could just walk in. They were like, oh, do you have an appointment? I'm like, how would I have known to have an appointment for a store? So I made an appointment 10 days later because it was fully booked. I finally got into Lululemon. That order that I made a couple weeks ago in one of my videos, I think it was week 9 or something, everything needed to be up to size. So I got a medium. I had to get a large, which says a lot about this cycle because I obviously gained some size. That's an update on in terms of clothing with my cycle, is that I definitely gained some size, some mass, and I had to up my sizes at Lululemon. So I got there and I did all that. I briefly just wanted to talk about something that has been brought up in my comment section in many of my videos, and that is my post-cycle therapy. Yes, every time I've completed a cycle, from cycle 1 to the second cycle to the third cycle, I have done a post-cycle therapy. And my post-cycle therapy consists of me taking clomiphene, which is also known as Clomid. I'm going to be taking 50 milligrams per day when I do my post-cycle therapy. For anybody, the point of a post-cycle therapy is to bring your natural testosterone levels back up to a normal level. The thing with a post-cycle therapy, for anybody who is getting onto a cycle for their first time or they're a beginner, there are 3 different ways that you could really go about it. I know the one of the main ones, one of the popular ones is HCG. I think it's called HCG. So, that stimulates your testosterone. It gets your testosterone back to naturally it gets it back to your a normal level. And it also helps your body produce those natural testosterone levels again. Other 2 components to a PCT, to a post-cycle therapy, are what I will be taking personally when I'm done, and what I have been taking for the last 3 cycles is clomiphene, it's Clomid, and then there's Novadex. I will actually make a more in-depth section of my next upcoming weeks in my video about what Clomid actually does and what it will be doing to my body when I am done my cycle. For the brand that I'm using here, each tablet is 50 milligrams, which is normal. I think for Clomid to be effective, I think it's 50 milligrams, 80 milligrams that you take. You have to take a pretty high dosage of it for it to be effective. But I did notice that taking half or even 1 is pretty good for me. I've had no problems just doing it like that. So quickly, what Clomid does is that it stops your body from producing any type of estrogen, and it helps those natural testosterone levels go back up after your cycle is done. This is what the Clomid looks like. This is the brand that I'm taking. For anybody who is knowledgeable in different brands of gear, steroids, then you know that this brand specifically doesn't have that great of a rep, especially with where I live. I do find that the actual clomiphene, the actual Clomid tablets are effective. See, this one I actually used up a couple. I still have a good chunk left here. And then I have a full pack, which is great. And then this I have 3 left. So I should be good for afterwards when I am done this cycle. Yeah, like I said, each I think I already said that, 50 milligrams per tablet. But I promise that the Clomid actually works from this brand. It's not just candy.